third-round pick out of Indiana in 2021, an Illinois native making his fourth start of the year. No record, no ERA. In 8 innings, he has given up 4 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned. He has struck out 12 and walked 3 this season. Good look at him on your MILB TV feed as the tall right-hander out of Normal, Illinois, 6'6", 225-pounder. He has looked sharp early on, coming back from Tommy John surgery that sidelined him for over a year, as he will have defensively behind him. Behind the plate, Cole Messina, third-round pick out of South Carolina. Skylar Messenger down at third base. It's Andy Perez at short, Tevin Tucker at second, and Aiden Longwell at first base in the infield. In left field, it is Jared Thomas, the second-round pick out of Texas. Caleb Hobson in center field. E.J. Andrews Jr. out at right field. Beautiful sunshine here on the field tonight as we are getting ready for baseball. Lights are on here at Avista Stadium as these two clubs in Game 5 of a 6-game series. They have split the first 2 as it is 2-2 in this series. Indians won the first 2 Tuesday and Wednesday. Eugene rebounding with wins Thursday and last night. Stepping up to the plate is Bo Davidson. Left-handed hitting DH, hitting .304, 6th best average in the league. 3 homers, which is tied for 5th, 9 RBI. 5 for 13 in this series with a homer and 4 RBIs. Our first pitch swung on and missed on a lively fastball there from Brown, and we are underway. Our first pitch brought to you by the UPS Store. Sign up to be a UPS Store baseball buddy at any participating UPS store this summer. 0-1 delivery from the right-hander, and that breaking ball down and in, and it is ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bo Davidson. 4th in the league in slugging percentage. His 4 doubles tied for 8th. Brown fastball up and in at the belt. That'll leave the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Winds blowing in from right field. As a little bit of a breeze of 8 miles an hour coming in from the southwest. So will prove to be a problem for a left-handed hitter like Davidson trying to hit it straight away right field. 2-1 pitch, and that breaking ball finds its way over, and Davidson knew it. All even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jonah Cox, the center fielder, on deck, and then James Tibbs, the right fielder, follows after that. Emerald sitting at 10-9. 2 games back of first place Hillsboro and a game ahead of 9-10 Spokane. Pitch, check swing, and hit right off the knob of the bat. Davidson obviously upset about that as he was trying just to get out of the way. Instead, left with a 2-2 count. Davidson just coming off the 7-day IL at the beginning of this series. 2-2 delivery. And that pitch popped in the air, foul ground, third base side, third baseman Messenger hustling over, slides and makes the catch in front of the Indians dugout. Tremendous sliding catch from Skylar Messenger to start this game off as Davidson will become out number 1 here in the top of the first. That a great example of a great clips, great catch, great clips. It's going to be great. Terrific play from Messenger, sliding feet first in front of the Indians' third base dugout to make that play on the pop out by Davidson. 1 away, Jonah Cox, right-handed batting center fielder, steps to the plate. First pitch, and that one finds the strike zone, and it's quickly 0-1. Cox hitting .240. He hit his first home run of the season earlier this series. He's got 10 RBI, 2 for 17. Against the Indians with that homer and 2 runs batted in. Fastball just missing low and away, and it's 1-1. 6 doubles, that's second best in the league. His 3 triples lead the Northwest League. Also leads the league with 12 stolen bases. Pitch, fastball, that one finds the outer half of the plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Has scored 13 runs this season, tied for 6th in the Northwest Circuit. As the 1-2 pitch swung on, late on that swing, fouls it back, and it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cox, a Colorado native. Grew up in Louisville, ended up going to Oral Roberts University. Drafted by the A's, acquired by the Giants. last February. Pitch ground ball up the middle and out into center field for a base hit. And Cox on board with a 1-out single. As I mentioned, leads the league with 12 stolen bases. He's the only base stealer in the Northwest League that's in double figures. So no doubt he's going to be getting the green light here. Jordan Knackstadt, the manager of the Emeralds in his second year over at third base. James Tibbs, the left-handed batting right fielder, looks at a breaking ball high, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Tibbs batting .258. He's got a pair of home runs, 6 runs batted in. Against the Indians in this series, Tibbs 5 for 19, has 1 RBI, 2 runs scored. Cox with his lead at first. Pitch to Tibbs is lifted foul, third base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tibbs from Atlanta. Went to Florida State University, where he was picked in the first round by the Giants last year. So obviously a lot of expectation on this outfielder. Pitch is a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Tucker flips to second in time for 1. Perez throw to first in time for the inning ending 4-6-3 double play. Our first Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort double play of the day. Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort, welcome home. For the Emeralds, no runs. There was 1 base hit, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the first. Eugene nothing. The Indians coming to bat. Top of the second inning, Spokane and Eugene scoreless. McCade Brown back on the mound for Spokane, facing the middle third of the Eugene order. Charlie Zanconi, the first baseman, will lead it off, hitting .250 on the year. Pair of homers, one of them hit in this series. And his 15 RBI rank him second in the Northwest League, as the pitch is upstairs on a fastball from Brown. 1 ball and no strikes. 4 for 14 against the Indians this week. Zacconi with a homer, 2 RBI, and 3 runs scored against Spokane. Did not play in last night's game, as the pitch is a called strike on the outer corner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Zacconi to be followed by second baseman Quinn McDaniel and left fielder Scott Bandura. 4 through 6 in the order. That fastball tailing outside from Brown. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count. Works from the middle of the pitching rubber, and that's unusual to see anymore. Most pitchers will pick that first or third base side as a ground ball hit right to Tucker at second base. Easy play over to first, and 1 up and 1 down for the Emeralds in their half of the second. Quinn McDaniel, right-handed batting second baseman, back for his second year in Eugene. Hitting .224, no homers. His 13 runs batted in, 5th best in the league. 3 for 16 against the Indians this week with 2 RBI, 2 runs scored. Fastball outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Hit 4 doubles, tied for 8th. His 7 stolen bases rank him 3rd. He was amongst the league leaders in stolen bases last year, as he stole over 50, as the pitch just missing. 2 balls and no strikes, as that pitch a little high and inside on McDaniel. Trying to limit strikeouts, as he led the league last year. He's got 21 already this year. That ranks him 8th in that department, as the pitch fouled off by the former University of Maine Black Bear over on the first base side. 2 balls and 1 strike to McDaniel. Picked up in the 5th round of the 2023 draft. 2-1 pitch from Brown. That fastball just missing the outside corner. Make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Outfield playing straight away on McDaniel. Tucker, the second baseman, up the middle of the diamond, as the pitch is high and outside, and Brown walks his first batter of the night, as McDaniel drawing the free pass. And as I said, he is a threat to run as well. 7 stolen bases already this year. As Scott Bandura, another returner from last year's Eugene squad. He played first half of the season, had a little bit of an injury bug, then got it going, got promoted to Double-A Richmond, but now finds him back at High A. Hitting .315, 4th best average in the Northwest League. Pitch fouled straight back by the former Princeton Tiger, and it's 0-1. Bandura 4th in on-base percentage in this league. He is 5th in drawing walks with 14. McDaniel is lead at first base with 1 out, 0-1 pitch. And Brown misses high and outside on a fastball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Andy Perez at short, playing more towards the middle of the diamond against the left-handed batting Bandura, who was amongst the league leaders in triples when he was in the Northwest League last year. 1-1 pitch inside, hit him. Trying to work an inside breaking ball, and that one got away, and Bandura hit by the pitch. So McDaniel trots down to second base, Bandura to first, and 2 are on with 1 out for the Emeralds in the second. Zane Zielinski, he's had a good series, hitting .310. That's 5th best average in the league. No homers, 6 RBI against the Indians. 5 for 11, has knocked in a run and scored 2. Started this series on Tuesday, going 3 for 3. Emeralds, though, got rolled over in that game, 17-5 Tuesday afternoon in first game of the set. Pitches outside, and Cole Messina seeing something there from Brown over that last at-bat with Bandura. Now that first pitch just going to come out and give him a chance to catch his breath a little bit and refocus on what they want to do with Zielinski. Zielinski 10th in on-base percentage, 4.12 OBP this year. He's also had a good year on the base paths, 7 steals, 3rd best in the league. Eugene leads the league in stolen bases. The Indians are second. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, 1 out, top of the second. Fastball low and outside, make it 2 balls and no strikes. Our umpires for tonight brought to you by Edward Jones Investments. Our process, we listen, really listen. Tyler Van Water behind home plate calling the balls and strikes tonight. And Leanna Ricks out on the bases. She's out there between second and third as second baseman Tucker back to the bag. They don't go for the pickoff. Brown goes for the pitch and delivers it over the plate. And he'll get a strike on Zane Zielinski. 2 balls and 1 strike. 6'3" infielder from Evanston, Illinois. As a 2-1 pitch is swung on and fouled into the catcher's mitt, and it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zielinski going to the University of Illinois at Chicago, 9th round pick last year by the Giants. Seeing a lot of players coming out of the Midwest instead of the strong beds, California, Texas, Florida. They're coming out. Illinois, Wisconsin, pitches fouled straight back into the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Zielinski. And just look at the man on the mound, and McCade Brown, Illinois native, went to the University of Indiana. You got Zielinski at the plate, grew up in the Chicago area. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, pitch swung on, fouled into the catcher's mitt, but not being able to be held on to by Messina. And Zielinski stays alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McDaniel out at second base. He walked. Bandura's at first. He was hit by the pitch. 2-2 the count to the right-handed batting Zielinski. Brown's pitch swung on and missed, pulled the string on him on that one, and Zielinski swung right ahead of it, and that is the first Divine strikeout of the night. Every strikeout from Indians hurlers brought to you by Divine's Towing and Automotive, service with a halo. So the Indians now having to look at the catcher, Luke Sliger, hitting .219, no homers, 4 RBI, 2 on, 2 out here in the second. Pitch from Brown swung on, fouled straight back by the left-handed hitting catcher, and it's 0-1. Sliger has played in 1 previous game, gone 2 for 4, knocked in a run and scored 2. Now to the Bronx in New York. University of Maryland product, 6th round pick in 2023. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, fastball up and in, and it's 0-2. Sliger, a teammate of now his teammate Tommy Kane, left-handed reliever. Both attending Maryland together, both being drafted by the Giants organization, and both here in Eugene. No balls and 2 strikes to Sliger. Runners with their leads, first and second. 0-2 delivery, and that pitch high and inside at the letters, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breeze continues to blow in from right field. Sunshine still having to be contended with by the left fielder Thomas, as he's having to shade every time he looks up. That sun setting over the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sliger as Brown's pitch, fastball up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to work it is Brown, and now needs the money pitch here, because the last thing you want to do, runners on base with 2 out, is go to a 3-2 count, giving them a head start. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Brown, delivery. That one right over the plate, called strike 3, and Sliger can do nothing but walk away. Another divine strikeout for Brown as he gets out of a jam here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left. We head to the bottom of the second, scoreless in Spokane. Half of the 3rd inning as the Indians and the Emeralds scoreless, as McCade Brown back out for his 3rd inning in his starting role. Thomas Gavello, the left-handed batting 3rd baseman, will lead it off for the Emeralds. Gavello, playing last night, went 2 for 3, driving in the first run of the game in a 2-0 Eugene win. Batting .269, has 1 homer, 5 RBI. Gavello back his 3rd year in Eugene as the pitch low and outside for ball 1. Utility infielder, can play just about any position in the infield. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Pitch is grounded foul down the first base side, and it's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the order awaits as Bo Davidson, the DH, on deck, and then center fielder Jonah Cox to follow. Most of the sun off of the infield now, still out in left and center fields as a soft grounder out to second base. Tucker, the easy play over to first. 1 up and 1 down here for the Emeralds in their half. That'll bring up Bo Davidson. Fouled out to the 3rd baseman on a nice play by Messenger, sliding in front of the 3rd base dugout back in the 1st inning. 5 for 14 in this series is Davidson, 6th in the league in batting entering today, as he fists that one up the middle and out into center field for a base hit. Brown got that in on the hands, but Davidson able to muscle it out to center. And that is hit number 2 on the day for the Emeralds. So Davidson out at first base with 1 out, and Jonah Cox will step in. Cox hitting .240. He's got a homer, 10 RBI. Single to center his first time up. Ended up being stranded there in the 1st inning after being eliminated on a double play. As he pitch fastball on the inside corner at the belt, and it's 0-1. Cox 3 for 18 against the Indians this week. Tucker, the second baseman, towards the middle of the diamond, towards the second base bag as the 0-1 pitch. And Brown goes outside on a sweeper and gets the strike. 0-2. Starting to see some stirrings down in the Indians bullpen. It looks like left-hander Stu Fleslin is going to get up to warm. Brown's longest outing, 3 innings this season, so that would stand to reason here in the 3rd. 0-2 pitch, and getting out and just getting a piece of it, fouling it down the right field line is Cox, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Talked with McCade here a couple of weeks ago and talked about coming back from the Tommy John and having missed over a year of baseball. Rocky's going to be very careful with him, probably 3 innings max in the early going, maybe stretch it to 4 innings sometime in May, as the pitch is a soft grounder down to third. Messenger's there on the run. His throw to first is in time to get Cox on the play. Davidson will head down to second base on the fielder's choice, and there's 2 down for the Emeralds here in the 3rd. Only play Messenger had, having to come in on the grass towards the mound. No way he turns and swings his body back to second, especially with the speed of Davidson. Gets the sure out at first base. And so Brown, with a runner at second and 2 out, facing the number 3 hitter, right fielder James Tibbs. Tibbs hitting .258, 2 homers, 6 RBI. First pitch in that fastball high for ball 1. Tibbs hit into a double play his first time out. 5 for 20 against the Indians. Knocked in a run, scored 2. Number 1 pick of the Giants from last year, as Davidson dancing out at second and a little tapper foul down the first base line. Evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fleslin now throwing from the rubber as the count even on Tibbs at 1-1. Well, hey, fans, hit a home run. Switch to TDS Fiber Internet with more speed and unmatched reliability. TDS is your fiber internet MVP. Order today at TDS.com. Service subject to availability. See website for details. Pitch swung on and missed. Good breaking ball down and in at the ankles of the left-handed hitting Tibbs, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Davidson with his lead out at second base. 2 out. Top of the 3rd inning, scoreless game. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tibbs. Brown, pitch, fastball up and in at the letters, and it's even at 2-2. Sun's starting to recede a little bit out and left, although Thomas still having to deal with it out there for Spokane. Hobson in center field, not having the direct sunlight. 2-2 pitch, and that breaking ball got away from Brown. He knew it as soon as he let it go. You just see the facial expression. Just didn't snap off of the fingers, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second, Davidson staying put as the 3-2 delivery, and the pitch swung on and missed as down on strikes will go Tibbs, and that another divine strikeout for McCade Brown, his 3rd of the ball game. No runs, 1 base hit, no errors, a runner left in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Eugene nothing, and the Indians nothing.